Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ready when you are.
Thanks. Well, I'm just really proud of the team for just taking care of business all weekend. I thought they showed a ton of toughness. I thought they showed a ton of resilience, and just stayed the course and found a way to get the job done. But just really, really proud. I thought Mary was very, very good today. Just staying the course when we uncharacteristically gave some runs away. It's just not what we do, but we had a chance to answer, and they did that. So really, really proud of these two sitting next to me. Gabe just looked good all day, and then Rylan to come through in that moment. That is the toughest role in this sport, and just to stay level in that moment and come through is just so huge. So I'm just really, really, really proud of Rylan.
All right, we'll take questions for the student athletes. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. Here's up, Chip.
Rylan, I've got like 3 questions for you. So I was looking at your stats. 268 batting average, 41 at bats, 1 double, 9 RBIs, 8 strikeouts. What in that moment? How did you stay big in that moment coming in out of the dugout?
I just try to stay relaxed and just not make the situation bigger than what it is. Like I just kind of think of it as another at bat, and just stay relaxed.
When the count went full on you, what was your thought process? What were you looking for? What were you hoping for a pitch?
Just something over the plate, really. And she left it over the plate, so that was nice. But I just like to see it over the plate and just swing as hard as I can.
The biggest moment ever for you, was that?
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
I mean, did you think it was going out off the bat? I mean, it hit the bottom of the wall. Did you think it was out off the bat?
Honestly, I didn't really even know where it went. I kind of just hit it and then just kept running. So I had to ask Lenny after actually where it went.
When you hit first base and the coach was signaling you to go to second, was it kind of surprise?
I just kind of ran. So.
Good deal.
Go ahead, John.
Coach talked about you guys uncharacteristically giving away those runs that tied the game. What was the mood in the dugout after that happened, and did anyone say something to kind of rally you guys for you guys to kind of resettle into the game?
Yeah, Coach Michael pulled us in right after that inning was over and just kind of said it like it was. It was an unfortunate play, and we've kept control of the game thus far, and let's keep controlling the game. I think it took us just a little bit to kind of bring back our emotions and bring back our focusedness, but things that happen like that are just prepping us for what's to come in the future. It's going to be hard ball games coming up here pretty soon, and so but the ability for us to be able to kind of just flip a switch and continue to perform really well. I mean, I love to see that from us. It's really fun, and it's really rare to see a team do that.
Y'all had the long ball all season, and then this regional y'all hit 7 itself. Just how important is it to keep on playing with the long ball moving forward?
We're just trying to hit the ball hard. We've got a lot of power up and down the lineup, and like with Rylan coming in, like so much power, so much depth. So, I mean, it's a facet of our game, but I think that we're a lot more than the long ball, which is really cool to say. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really fun when you hit a home run or when your teammate hits home run, because it's just a big old celebration. So.
Danielle, you talked about it the other day, after taking down Princeton. The goal is to get to the World Series. How much of this regional and you guys going and not giving up a game helped you get a little bit closer to that goal?
Yeah, I mean, this part of the season, it's survive and advance, and so you're playing against girls who are playing for their careers. You're playing against teams who are playing for history for their schools, and so I mean, obviously that's kind of what I'm playing for, So it's just kind of tipping your cap when other teams do really well, and understanding that everyone's in this tournament for a reason, that they're hot recently, and so it's an exciting ball game, especially when everything goes your way, obviously, but it's even more exciting when we answer when things kind of don't go our way. And so I feel like today we just did a really good job of staying really present, and that's just how you survive in advance. So.
You kind of just alluded to it, but how good was it to see that You guys have won so many games this year, not all of them have been close, but these 2 games against Oregon, you guys faced adversity in each of them. Tied to the 6th inning yesterday, the 3-3 game today. How good was it to see you guys bounce back in each of those instances to kind of send you guys on to the next round?
You want to take this one?
I feel like no matter what the score is or like what comes towards us, nobody ever like has the thought of like panic or anything. I just think that we know that we're gonna win. Yeah, I just feel like we're all so confident in every single person in the lineup and on the bench, like everything. We're just so confident, and we know that whoever's pitching is going to keep us in the game, and then whoever comes up to the plate is just going to do what it takes to score the runs to win.
Yeah, it's very veteran. I think that you see and you hear like our coaches talk about being poised, and I think that throughout the year we've just really showed what it means to be really poised. And so it's kind of funny because we don't really blink when kind of stuff doesn't go our way. We just are like, okay, the game's going to come back to us. It's that veteran mentality. And it's funny, after the games normally the coaches are like, you can do that a little earlier, and it's just like we just know that the shoe's going to drop at some point. So trusting and having confidence in our teammates is kind of the way that we do it. So
like you're playing your best softball at this point?
Absolutely. I think you're seeing us click from all cylinders. I think that everything that we've went through at the beginning of the season, defensively in the circle, maybe not clicking as an offense. I think everything is going our way right now, and we're just trying to maintain that, And then when things don't go our way, we have an incredible. All 3 facets are incredible about picking each other up. So it's fun. It's fun that we're playing our best softball right now. It's what we've practiced for. It's what we trained for in the fall, is to be able to play really good softball in May and June.
So now y'all are guaranteed to play in front of this crowd again for a super regional. Just how special is that?
Okay. I think it's really nice to have a whole state that's behind us. It feels really good to have so many people come out and support us. And it's not even just for like regionals and super regionals. They come to every single series, and we always have big crowds of people that come and support every game that we have.
Selfishly, I'm so excited and so incredibly just ready to play this weekend already. I'm ready for supers, selfishly because it's my last weekend in Bogle, and there's no other stadium, no other crowd like this. So I just love that they have our backs. Like, no matter what goes wrong, no matter what's happening, they're going to be there for us. And just to be able to have a fan base like that, I mean, I love Arkansas, like California kid, but I am an Arkansas kid now. Like they have absolutely just adopted me into their culture, and I'm really, really happy to be a Razorback.
Any more questions for student athletes? Great answer to end on. Gibby, congratulations, ladies.
Thank you. Woo pig.
Good job, guys. Good job.
All right, questions for Coach Deifel. Coach Deifel set the program record, single season wins record today.
Okay.
So, Chip, lead us off.
Courtney, what was it when you looked in the dugout and you were looking for a pinch hitter? What was it about Rylan that made you make that move?
Well, Chip, honestly, if you would have the privilege of seeing her in practice every day, it would be a no-brainer to you too. She is an incredibly talented hitter, obviously really strong, but she's really level, as you can kind of hear her talk about it. She's just does a really good job of just staying level in the moment, not making anything too big. She was in our lineup early, and she's been just knocking on that all year. So to us, it's a no-brainer. We have a ton of confidence in Rylan. She challenges Lenny, Casey, Gibby, the home runs in practice, and what she did really well in that at-bat is control her zone. And a lot of times you can go into that at bat and chase or just kind of get outside yourself, and that's not who Rylan is. She just, obviously came through for us today.
Can you also go back and talk about the game that Mary had? You guys put up 9 runs, but kind of lost in that as she pitched another really, really good game for you guys.
Well, I thought she was really, really good today. And I think we saw Mary when after those 3 runs, she just kind of dug in and she didn't flinch. She just stayed the course, trusted herself. She trusts her defense. It's not like us to do that. But she just trusted her stuff and trusted her defense. And I mean, she just flat fought for us today.
Great job.
To what I asked, similar to what I asked the players, just from your standpoint, what was the mood in the dugout after Oregon came back to tie it up, and how nice was it to see your team kind of have those two instances of adversity against Oregon and bounce back each time?
Well, I actually felt like right after we gave him the 3, we were still on the field, and there was kind of this. I mean, I know I was talking to Matt or Coach Michael and just kind of saying, I don't really like the vibe right now, you know. And Mary dug in, and I felt her vibe was fine, obviously, but I think everyone just kind of, like, the wind kind of got knocked out of our sails momentarily. And so he's like, okay, I got him. And they came off, and he refocused them. But, you know, it doesn't take a ton to refocus this team. That's the nice thing. They just have a ton of confidence in themselves. And so we just challenged them to answer. Challenged them to, hey, let's get control of the game. Let's get control of our emotions. And let's go to work. And that's what they've done all year. Is anytime we've had some adversity, anytime we need to answer, they do so. And that's what we saw them do today too.
This is the second day in a row that you said that an assistant coach just had a word for the team that kind of, you know, regrouped them. Just how important are they to the team's success?
Instrumental. I have an exceptional staff, and one that we all have different strengths, and we trust each other a ton. I trust them a ton, and they just have a really good pulse on the team, and it takes different people every day, and so they're ready to step up. They know what it takes to get the team refocused, and I think they're incredible.
Any more questions for Coach Deifel? Jonathan?
Someone else asked this earlier, but just to be able to be back next week and also in front of Bogle Park, just how amazing is that going to be for you guys?
Well, it's awesome. I'm obviously just really happy we're still playing. This is a really fun team to coach, and I just want to coach them as long as we can. I want to watch them compete as long as we can. I love that they've played us into a position to play in Bogle again, in front of what I think is the best fan base in the country. The best. I know I've said this multiple times. It's the best atmosphere in college softball, and so to get another weekend of that, I can't wait. And I can't wait to watch this team compete again next weekend.
You guys have talked a lot this season about how you guys' goal is to get to OKC. Mm-hmm. You guys' season last year ended in Super Regionals. So now to know that you guys are now 2 wins away from kind of eclipsing that and getting to where you guys want to go, do you think that this team will kind of have Super Regionals from last year in their mind this week, or just what do you think the team's mindset will be this week, knowing that they're so close?
Well, I think that they always kind of can draw on how much it hurt last year. And they are a very focused team. So I think that they have that in the back of their minds, but it's not a driving force for them. They just do a really good job of staying present and competing, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Got it.